The Federal is organizing the Kanyakumari Mini Marathon 2024 to commemorate Mother's Day and Nurses Day this year on May 12. This event is sponsored by Repco Home Finance.
Hello and welcome to The Federal. Today we are talking to Mr. Sajjad Kargili, a person who wears many hats. He has been a politician, he has contested Lok Sabha elections, and he is also a mediator for the people of Ladakh with the union government. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Kargili.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So my first question is, why are the people of Ladakh protesting? And what are the demands from the union territory?
Uh, First of all, I am very much thankful to you that you gave this opportunity to talk about Ladakh. Ladakh is out of sight and mind nowadays, unfortunately. But at the same time, if we see thoroughly, Ladakh is a very sensitive and very important issue, which needs to be addressed. The people of Ladakh, since bifurcation of the state of Jammu and Kashmir, there were two political thoughts earlier before 2019. The people of Leh were demanding union territory with legislature, and the people of Kargil never demanded union territory status, and they wanted to remain with the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. But on 5th August 2019, when Government of India has decided to bifurcate the state into two union territories, uh, two kind of reactions have been seen. One in Kargil and another in Leh. In Leh, people they celebrated this move of the union government, while as in Kargil, people staged protest. The Leh district is dominated by Muslim, that is Buddhist majority district, while as in Kargil it is Muslim majority district. Both the districts have their own. There was a difference of opinion. People have different kind of thought, political thought, and also the political stand on different issues. But when people of Ladakh have realized it after 2019, within one year, that our safeguards have been snatched, which we had earlier in the form of 370 and 35A. We are representation less. We don't have any representation. There is no democracy. Bureaucracy has taken over the democracy in Ladakh. Then people realize it to get united and raise their voice for democracy and for the safeguards of the of Ladakh. And that's why in 2021, when people of Ladakh, in 2020, people of Ladakh, they have unitedly, they have pointed out 4-point agenda. That was the agenda. First was statehood for Ladakh. Another was sixth schedule for Ladakh, constitutional guarantees under sixth schedule. Third was the jobs, because we have huge number of unemployed in Ladakh. Like Ladakh is in the second number in unemployment in the rest of the country. And the third one was we have the parliamentary constituency, which is the biggest parliamentary constituency in India in terms of geography. But in terms of population, we have a small scale of population. So we demanded for additional parliamentary seat for Ladakh. That's why these 4-point agenda we have framed, and now the people of Ladakh, they are unitedly, both Buddhists, Muslims, Congresses, NCs, and other political, small or big political entities, social activists, and everybody is supporting this demand. And fortunately, we got support from Sonam Wangchukji. He is one of the renowned activists and also a climate activist and a renowned educationist who is supporting this cause. That's why this cause is getting a little bit hype in the media and in the national level. The struggle is going on for last 57 days. The Ladakhi in Leh city, the protest is going on. First, Sonam Wangchukji, he staged protest. He sit for hunger strike for 21 days. Then youths of Ladakh, then monks and nuns, and now the Muslim community, Christian community, all the other non-Buddhist minorities in Leh district, they are on hunger strike. And it has been 57 days now. The Ladakhis are protesting for their rights.
So you talked about Muslim majority Kargil and Buddhist majority Leh. But how did this alliance come about? How did this alliance happen? Because at the time of bifurcation of the state, people of Leh were celebrating the Buddhist population. So how did this alliance finally happen?
Because we the people of Ladakh, they share common language, common culture, common, we have same history. But our only the problem is we have different religious identities. We have people are following different religions. The two religions which are in India level, both are minorities. But in Ladakh, these two minorities, they speak same language. They having same cultural identities. So when we saw that our cultural identity is in danger, and the people people saw that our glaciers are melting down very fast, our climate is in danger, our territory is in danger, our land is in danger, then people on both sides, they have realized that if we not get united today, then we will not get anything in future, and our we will lose our future. After seeing this, that Ladakh is in danger, the people have realized it, the leaders have realized it, that we need a common platform to fight for our future. And that's why, for the sake of future and for the sake of coming generation, the Ladakhis then decided to come together, and they have united, raised their voice. Even though today, even we see, if we see, we have even today, there are different of opinions, political differences, there are small differences, we still prevails here. But at the same time, for the sake of the larger interest of Ladakh, the people are united.
So you were part of the six-member committee that was acting as a mediator for the people of Ladakh and talking to the union government for resolution of protests. How was the
Yes.
meeting and what discussions happened with the Home Ministry?
Initially, we discussed about the unemployment issue, and the unemployment issue government response was very positive, and we have came came into a conclusion, and we hope after the formation of the new government, the government will fulfill all the promises they have made in the meeting. The promise was to give 80% reservation for the gazetted posts for Ladakh. The second promise, which was the government has given this commitment to us, that they will give either a separate public service commission for Ladakh, or they will include Ladakh into Jammu Kashmir Public Service Commission. These were our demands, and these two demands have been fulfilled. For the Lok Sabha seats, they said that till 2026 we cannot do anything, we cannot move ahead because of the delimitation issue. The delimitation issue is a national wide issue, and when it comes, we will discuss. We understand that part. The two other issues, for the sixth schedule and the statehood, we could not unfortunately came into a conclusion, and then we decided to meet. Finally, we met with the Union Home Minister Amit Shah ji, and Amit Shah ji has categorically refused to address our these two issues. However, we have stressed on him to at least consider about the legislature for Ladakh. But still, that too was not considerable for him, and he was not ready to address those issues. That's why people of Ladakh, because it was the sixth schedule issue was basically, it was initiated by BJP. They have promised with the people of Ladakh. The Scheduled Tribe Commission has also recommended this issue to the government of India, that Ladakhis have more than 90% population are tribals. They are eligible for this status, and Ladakh should be given tribal status. And still, then the government is reluctant, and Union Home Minister has refused it to give even sixth schedule for Ladakh as well. This in on these two issues, the government and the people of Ladakh, we are not came into any conclusion till date. That's why the protests are going on.
So the people of Ladakh are demanding a separate state, as you said. How will this demand change the lives of people, or how will it impact the lives of people?
Basically, we the people of Ladakh, it will change definitely, because the demand of statehood is for the demand is basically a demand of democratic rights for the people of Ladakh. Our entire media and the government, whenever we talk about anything undemocratically happen, wherever in the world, our leaders always do advocacy for the democratic process in that area. And even our prime minister, whenever he goes, he speaks about democracy, and he always says that the democracy is in our DNA. But why this irony? Because Ladakhis are without democracy today. Bureaucrats are ruling in Ladakh. When Ladakhis get opportunity to elect their representative and rule Ladakhis in Ladakh, then that is the real empowerment of the people of Ladakh. If that will not happen, then it means we were much better off in Jammu and Kashmir, where we had at least four member of legislative assembly members in Jammu and Kashmir state assembly, and also member of legislative council. We have representation. We had the opportunity to elect a chief minister of a state like Jammu and Kashmir. But today we are, we don't have any representation. If government really wants to empower Ladakh, then it should give legislature powers to Ladakh, statehood for Ladakh. So the issue of statehood is issue of democracy, the issue of federal structure of this region. If Jammu Kashmir can get statehood, why not Ladakh can get statehood?
What is the role of Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, and why has it not been able to meet the expectations of people?
Because the Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Councils, they don't have any power. The business rule between the Union Territory of Ladakh and the council has not decided yet. It has not been defined yet. And that's the reason the council is powerless. They are helpless. They can't do anything. They can't even transfer a small employee from one place to another place. They can't even spend the fund, the budget which they receive from the center by their own choices. Like they cannot even allot a piece of land to someone. They don't have any power. On papers, they claim that they have powers of land allotment. They have powers of execution, everything. But in practice, they can't do anything. Like if you will see, we receive more than 6,000 budget from 6,000 crores of rupees from government of India, but they give only 600 crore rupees for both the councils, for Leh and Kargil, which means less than 10% budget we receive from the Indian Territory of Ladakh, these two councils, these two elected bodies. So, which indicates that they don't have any opportunity on developmental parts as well as the administrative parts.
Sir, Lok Sabha elections are going on, and BJP has changed its candidate in Ladakh. What is the impact of the protest on the election campaign?
I don't see that changing face will change the people's mind, because people are seeing that the promise which BJP made in 2019 for Ladakh to be granted sixth schedule was not the promise of Jamyang Sering Namgyal alone. It was the promise of Bharatiya Janata Party, which they have refused to go. Now it's up to Ladakhi people, and we'll see how they will vote and where they will vote.
Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Kargili. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
The Federal is organizing the Kanyakumari Mini Marathon 2024 to commemorate Mother's Day and Nurses Day this year on May 12. This event is sponsored by Repco Home Finance.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.